Good morning, Raiders. It's supposed to be like almost 70 degrees today. Can you believe it? Also, next week is the end of third quarter. We're almost into the last quarter of the school year. How fast is going by? I want to thank everybody for all the encouragement and special treats and fun times that we had last week during Lutheran Schools Week. Thanks to the boosters for the staff. Lunch in on Monday and the parents that volunteered to watch the kids. We appreciate it so much. I want to also thank all the parents that came to either kindergarten roundup or our old school meeting. If you missed it, you missed a lot of information. I'm going to try to go through it as quick as possible. But please reach out if you have any other questions. Looking ahead for next year, Mrs. Kuhn is retiring at the end of the year. Have the new teacher lined up. She's going to be a graduate of Concordia University Ann Arbor. She's been working with Mrs. H on Fridays, learning how to with the reading of the students and working with students that have reading problems and so forth. So that we're going to look forward to having Miss Staton on staff. Fun fact: her dad graduated from St. Matthew, and her parents got married here. So that's a great fun fact for that. Next year also is going to be an accreditation year. So we did this like 5 years ago, where we have a big report, a huge report that we have to fill. Staff has to fill out. And we submit it. We're getting training on that new report that they gave us. They're going to give us for next year, next week at our staff meeting. But then about 2.5 days, about 8 people for the K through 8th, and then a couple people for the preschool will come in and evaluate, and they will be looking at everything we said that we do well, and what can we do better, and then we come up with a school action plan, and we've been following for the last 5 years to try to improve some of the stuff that you have seen around here. Um, Talking about improving, your surveys are one of the biggest ways that we can improve and be glorify God for the things that we do right. So please fill those surveys out. I do look through them all. We talk about them at staff meetings. If there's questions, we can clarify. We do that. One person put about the student of the month and thought it was a popularity contest. I can guarantee you it's not. The teachers nominate the students, but the students do vote on those who are nominated. So teachers take a long time to think about and watching kids throughout the month, and we have discussions about which students can we uplift that have been doing a good job academically, behaviorally, with their neighbors, and so forth. So moving forward, I'm going to be when we post the winners. We'll also post who was nominated, just so that way you guys can see who else has been nominated as that. Tuition is going up $20 a month, so it'll be $4,900. Let's remember, cost of education is around $7,900. I need to redo that because it's probably a little bit more now. That was a number that we got about 5 years ago. With cost of everything going up, it's probably a little bit higher with that now, especially with healthcare. But the church wants to help. The church knows that's a lot of money. So the church has, for the last 76 years, tried to get that tuition down as far as possible, that they can cover. So that's for this year, it's going to go down to that 49. Then we also have our financial aid. We have $100,000 that we give out in financial aid and discounts and so forth. And then on top of that, we have our angel fund to try to help more of those families that need an extra little bit boost that couldn't fart with that 100,000 didn't cover. Please re-enroll. You need to go on your desktop on GradLink. On the left hand side, it will say enroll. It actually should pop up if you haven't done it yet. Fill that out. If you're not coming back for some reason that we're going to have to separate, we're going to be sad about it. But please let Miss Tammy know also, because again, things. Buying books, buying staffing, everything combines into how many number of students that we have on there. And then also get involved with the boosters. We're going to start, because of accreditation, and part of that is working with the boosters. We're going to be sending out some surveys about for the boosters and things that we can utilize our monies on, things that you want to see, and how you can be involved more into that. This summer we'll be buying our slide that the kids raised money for, finishing it off with Coin Wars last week. And we have some other short-term goals and long-term goals of purchases that the boosters are setting in there. So please, if you have any questions about boosters, talk to one of the booster leadership. I'm going to try to post that, who those people are, and make sure that so you guys know who they are as well. All right, with that, may the Lord bless your day. Make sure you are reading Keeping in Touch by Miss Tammy each week, and make sure that you are reading in GradeLink what your teachers are sending you. This is a little bit longer video. Have a great and wonderful weekend.